What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Nick Williams Show. My name's Nick Williams. I'm an independent filmmaker and producer north of Boston, and joining me for the second time, Mr. Andrew Connelly, Big Red Productions.
Big Red Productions. Glad to be back.
Glad to have you here. Now I can officially say, how was your fourth?
It was great. Yeah, I was on the South Shores back in Scituate for a couple days, and I did what everybody in the South Shore does. Just went to the beach and the bars.
Yeah.
So
did you see any fireworks or anything?
I did. Yeah, right at the water, right at the Egypt beach. We lit some off. Not
nice.
But
yeah, so I have extended family in Rockport. That's where we always used to vacation when we would come visit grandma and grandpa and stuff. So normally for me, 4th of July is in Rockport, and they have a massive bonfire.
Really?
Yeah, it's 3 or 4 stories of pallets with a little shed on top, and they light that on fire on the beach, and it burns for quite a while. Which is cool. But this year I saw an advertisement to go to Boston, and I gotta say, the Boston fireworks display was pretty good.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't
I assumed
bad.
it'd be like Times Square on New Year's.
Yeah, it was. Well, it was decent size over the water. The temperature wasn't too bad either, which I thought was nice.
Yeah, it was in the 70s, right? It's
right. Well, yeah, but we've had this heat wave going on.
Oh, yeah, it was a nightmare last week.
Yeah, and I'm a large individual. Not
I
fun
am too.
Not as large as me. But yeah, no, it's just, I had dinner in the North End and sat outside. It was nice.
Where'd you go in the North End?
What's it called? Lucia?
I think something like that.
It's right on the corner across from Mike's. The line for Mike's Pastry.
It's always huge.
The line for Mike's Pastry was so ridiculous this time. It wrapped around the...
I mean, yeah, every time I've gone there, it's always been down the block.
See, I feel like I either go right before closing. I plan it. I don't want to wait in line. I'm not a line waiter. I don't wait.
Just cut it.
Right. Well, yeah. I don't want to fight anybody either, but
Chat and cut?
I always just have a tendency to be we'll go in a little bit. And then when when there's no line, I'm the guy who's like, oh, let's go.
Run right to it.
Right.
I've never seen it without a line, though. So
you got to go early.
Yeah, that's true. I always go.
And you got to go often.
Early and often.
Mike's is great.
I still have never been actually in there because there's always been a line.
You've never been to Mike's Pastry?
Mm-mm.
Wow.
I went to a pizza shop there that had huge slices. That's my extent to the North End. That and Parrot Bar.
Yeah. North End's nice. I like the food.
I love the North
End. A lot of
End,
good food. The festivals are the feasts, if you will.
Yes, I've been to one of those.
They are coming up in August, so I'll probably go to one or...
I walked into one by accident last year. I had no idea what was going on. I was doing the Freedom Trail. And I just walked into the North End. It was just a feast going on, and I hung out there the rest of the night.
Yeah, it's sick.
It was
good
cool.
celebration time. Lots of things to celebrate. America was one of them.
America is one of them. I always celebrate America on the 4th.
Yeah, I think a lot of us do.
I think, well, for the most part.
Yeah, dude, it's so cool. We live in the greatest country in the world.
It rules.
Name another country where, are you college educated, by the way?
I am.
Oh, I'm not. So name another country where 2 kids, we're not kids anymore, 2 men,
young guys,
youngish adults, can do what we do. Is this not kind of sick? If you told your 5-year-old self that you'd be doing podcasts, making movies, doing it when you're, I don't know, what are you, 28?
25.
25?
28. I get, yeah.
Whatever.
It's the mustache.
It is.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
No, I'll
I
take
get
it.
50, and I've gotten 50
since I
was 16.
I've gotten
late
30s before, and that I was 22 at the time, so that kind of hurt.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt because I'm not going to change. You know what I mean?
I'm only getting older.
Right. So it's I'm not going to, but I won't look, I've looked this way. I went on a cruise once when I was 13, and the pictures were taken, and I had the picture on my Facebook, and I asked somebody, I said, how old do you think I am in this picture? And they said 18. I was 13.
That's good for you, especially.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. So as I get older, I'll look like this forever. One thing I think is funny, I recently went to, no names, they don't watch the show. Not film people. I went to a friend's birthday. I gotta say, and I mean this with all due respect, people really are letting themselves go as they get older. Unbelievable.
It makes you
unbelievable. I mean, people just fucking fell apart.
It makes you feel good.
Yeah, well, little.
Just kidding. No, it doesn't.
There was one other guy there that I knew that was. He's always been a larger individual.
Yeah.
Similar to myself. And I did kind of lean in and go, sucks for them, huh? Oh,
damn.
Like we've been, like we make it work. It takes a lot to like make big look good.
Exactly. It's really well. I mean, this shirt. I got a new shirt this week.
But you look good.
Yeah.
You're not. I wouldn't look at you and go, look at that blouse.
No.
Dude. But some of these fucking people, though, let me tell you, I was like, wow, how many of you are there? Like some of these people really let them fucking selves go.
Wow.
I'm being honest. I can't lie. I'm not a liar. I am like George Washington.
Never tell a lie.
Can't tell a lie. Used to when I was a kid, always got caught. Always got caught. I find that lying always makes you get caught.
I mean, I just have a bad tell when I'm lying.
Yeah. Well, the truth will set you free.
Exactly. You just got to be honest.
It's true.
And if I plateau, if I stay the same look, that's fine with me. I just hope it's not advanced aging by the time I'm 28 or like 41.
And the aging portion of it, I'm less concerned about. Like if I look like I'm 110, whatever, I'll be grandpa to everybody. I don't care. But if I was like svelte when I was 18, I was not. But if I was, I would want to keep that going as long as humanly possible. I would think.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think to myself, I'll get into a relationship, I'll settle down, and just. And that's what these people were.
Wow.
And I mean people, guys and girls, who were considered, I would say, 7.5 and above. Okay, across the board. When we were all 19 to 25. Now, I haven't seen these people in quite a while, and I got invited to stop by or whatever, and I was very appreciative of that. I was there for an hour. I couldn't even look at them. I had to leave. It was done.
You couldn't look at them.
It was just like, oh, God. And there were tons of kids around. Not a fan of kids.
This thing, well, that'll age people. I mean, that'll take up all your time.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like eating took up a lot of their time, is what I'm saying. Is that they spent a lot of time eating. There's a lot of that.
The stresses of life, it happens.
Now, I want to get into stuff with Mulvahill, which is why I had you on today, but would you like to talk about some current events? I haven't really been able to talk to anybody about these things. I've just been watching and consuming a lot of stuff. Diddy got off. Did you hear about this?
I heard about that.
How wild is that?
That is crazy.
This might not even make the show.
He's going to go to prison for like 20 years, though, right? Because
I don't think he is.
Really?
No. The only things he was found guilty of were driving around someone who wanted to engage in prostitution. So like he did the actual physical trafficking of someone, I guess, but he wasn't.
It's got to be a huge charge, right?
Yeah, but he wasn't. But I guess, but it's also a first-time offense, right? So that's always you're dripping.
Oh my God.
And that's always an interesting thing that they always let people off, but he didn't get the RICO charge. It was literally as if he was just the driver, like he wasn't even involved.
So they're going to give him any prison time?
I don't think. Well, he's been in prison waiting for trial. It might go to time. How crazy is that? Crazy is that? Have you ever seen any more evidence up front? 1,000 bottles of lube and all this other stuff.
I thought he was going to prison forever.
Well, it just makes me think that like once you get to a certain level of power, like Tim Dillon said it recently. I was watching his episode that dropped. At this point, it'll be a couple weeks ago by the time this goes out. But he was saying like they got to figure out a way to continue living their life. They of the upper echelon of evil.
Okay, yeah.
Like they got to figure. They can't just stop. Oh, you caught Diddy, so now nobody gets to do anything bad. Like no. So what do? We got to figure out a way to keep it going. You know what I'm saying?
As in...
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Epstein was still alive, to be honest with you.
I mean, that's the thing that a lot of people think.
Did you ever see a body?
No, not in person.
Did you ever see a crime scene photo?
No.
Did you ever see an autopsy of the guy laying there on the table?
I did not.
Did anybody, besides the doctors who talked about him and like, oh yeah, he killed himself, whatever?
Yeah, no. I don't think anybody did.
Right.
I think they said they're going to release something about it, but that was right after the Google AI video. The Google AI video stuff came out, and they're like, "Oh, we actually do have a video. We can release it." Yeah, well, I mean, there's tons of stuff that like goes on that like we never see the video of, or they never get any sort of, proof of. I just feel like people get. I don't know. I've just been noticing that like because the news moves so quickly. That it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter like what side of the political aisle you're on. I'm saying like 24-hour news cycle.
It's just always like new.
Yeah,
and people are like really getting enraged about stuff that like does not affect their daily life.
Well, because we're oversaturated with a bunch of different things.
It's insane. Dude.
We shouldn't. We should go back to the 3 channels.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, then the conspiracy theorists or whoever else will be like, well, who picks the 3?
Right. That's also a concern. No news then.
Yeah. Yeah. Or just, Twitter or whatever. I don't know.
Twitter, I mean, that's basically where I get all my news now.
Dude, I don't watch any mainstream, not Fox News, not CNN. I watch people on YouTube that will react to certain segments on stuff.
I watch local news, like Boston 25.
That's cool.
Yeah, I like the local channels. That shows you all the stuff that's going on in Boston and in the area.
I have been following a lot of Instagram accounts recently that are like purely Boston or like, you know what I mean? It's just very local stuff.
It's way better.
It seems very difficult to like want to be like, why do I don't know. I don't mean like, why do I care? Obviously I care. Like there's a flood going on in Texas.
Right. I heard about
horrendous,
that.
And there's children. But like shit goes on everywhere. You know what I mean? And I'm not the federal government. What do I have to do with any of this stuff?
Yeah. It's, there's a news story every 20 minutes. There's always going to be.
Did you hear Governor of Boston, Maura Healey? She just passed I don't know how I feel about this. I feel like, she just passed a thing, right, that says you can't have forced brokerage, like mandatory broker fees on apartments. So like.
Really?
It used to be, and by the way, when I got my first apartment, it was 2014, I believe is when I moved out. It was 2019, 20, in that range. And they said first, last, and
brokers, security.
No, it was first, last, and security, I believe. Or it might have just been first and security, but it was very low, like stuff.
I mean, brokers fees.
I also wasn't in Boston though. It was Danvers.
I've had to. Where was it?
Danvers, Mass.
I thought you said Amherst.
No.
I did. No, I had to pay a broker's fee for both my previous apartments, and they're always the full price of the apartment. I thought it was ridiculous.
It's a commission. That's what it is. So if you owned a 3-family, or if you owned an apartment building, you don't want to walk. See, this is the thing that's really funny to me. I'm always big on like nobody gets in my way. I'll do the job. Doesn't like with regard to film and whatever else. Like I'll do it. If nobody else is there, if I don't have the money to pay for somebody else. And this is one thing I liked about you too, when it comes to like the way you make movies. Like if you don't have $20 million to make something, you'll do as much as you can by yourself to make it work. Because the goal is to make the movie, not to whatever, right? Mm-hmm. So that's fine. But if you own an apartment building, right?
Yeah.
You hire an agent, a real estate agent, a broker, whatever, to walk people through and rent the apartment for you. And that person gets the commission, which is a full month's rent.
Right.
That's the broker fee. Then the reason they get the commission is because they're walking people through the place that you own in order to get it rented for you. I'm sorry, just walk the people through.
I mean, it's I've been doing multiple apartment tours recently, and I'm in there for a minute and a half, just walking around the place.
You go, does this work for me or not? All right, we're talking about, is it a mansion that you're touring?
No, it's usually a small apartment in Southie.
How many bedrooms?
4, usually 3 to 4.
Right, and it's like you and maybe like, you know what I mean? Are you looking for like to rent a room, one for yourself, and there's already people that live there? Or
we're trying to get the whole place, with a group of people.
Right, exactly.
But then
so now,
but all 4 of them pay a broker's fee. So if it's a $1,400 apartment.
Wait, what?
Yeah, usually everybody pays a broker.
$1,400 4-bedroom apartment in Southie?
No, per room.
Okay, so this was my point. So it's $1,400 per person. Times 4.
Yeah, so $5,600 or no, is it?
We're close to $6,000 a month.
Yeah, $5,600.
Right. So you need first, last, security, and a broker's fee.
Yeah.
That's 6, 12, 18. You need $24,000 just to acquire an apartment? Like that doesn't even make any sense.
It's crazy. I mean, when you're it's obviously split between all the other roommates.
I don't give a fuck what it is. You're talking about a 4. And by the way, these places aren't the fucking Taj Mahal either. All right, let's be honest. And I'm not saying that you can't. You know what I mean? Whatever. It's not about you. But I'm saying like they're old Boston, like creaky floored.
Some of them are renovated, but it's just like it's the smooth wood floor, and that's about it. Nice new fridge.
Yeah. And they come with a shitload of rules. Don't hang stuff on the walls. You can't paint anything. You can't do anything different. All this crap. No smoking. What are we doing? I like cigars.
Yeah, inside. Stogie's inside.
You're going to charge me $24,000 just to give me a key. No electric, no heat, no nothing. So she passed this thing. I'm thinking to myself, yeah, like if I owned an apartment building or if I owned an Airbnb or something like that, like I would always keep it clean and nice and whatever else because I care.
Yeah.
And like it's funny because like the right wing, this is very left wing of me, if I'm 100% honest, it is. Because like the rent control and all this other stuff. But like during COVID, everybody like raised the rent by 200 and 300%.
Really?
And then it just never came back down. Like I had an apartment that I got, I sold my house and I got an apartment and in 2020 because I needed a place to live. And the apartment was like $1,900 a month COVID rate. And then and it was like a year thing. At the end of the year, toward the end of the year, they send you the stuff to release, like the paperwork. Mm-hmm. Your current apartment, guess how much? It was $1,900 a month, which is already a lot. My first apartment was a 2-bedroom apartment. It was $1,350 a month.
Really?
Yeah, 2-bedroom apartment, $1,350, and I had a roommate who paid me half the rent.
Pretty good. Good deal.
It wasn't bad, but this was 2014. So you're telling me that from 2014 to 2020, it went up to a 1-bedroom apartment, $1,900 a month during COVID, and then after they said, now that COVID's over, the new rate, guess what the regular going rate was that they wanted me to pay?
What was it?
Guess. It was $1,900 during COVID. Guess what it was after COVID was over?
Did they raise it?
Yeah.
$2,700?
$3,800 a month.
Oh my God, dude.
I said, I'm leaving. Thank you.
What town was this? And it's still $3,800.
Yeah. Ridiculous for a 1-bedroom.
That is wild. I thought like the rates around here would be a lot different. No. My rent in Amherst in 21 and 22 was $575 a month.
That's not bad.
No, not bad at all.
Yeah, but were you living with other people?
One other guy. So
it's not bad.
So what was it, like $1,150 a month, something like that? Yeah.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Yeah, I just don't get it. And honestly, like these people, they're going to end up, because here's the thing. If you're a multimillionaire, right?
Yeah.
You're not going to want to live in squalor.
No, I wouldn't.
Right. And so people are just going to stop living in, you know what I mean? Like people are just going to be like, well, I'm not paying that.
Well, I mean, Boston, just anywhere in Boston, it's just crazy, no matter where you go to get an apartment.
But it shouldn't be.
No, I don't think it should be either.
You know, like everywhere is crazy. North Shore, tons of money. It's very expensive to live up this way. You know what I mean?
It's just
Boston, it's now also very expensive to live in Boston. South Shore, it's going to start spreading. You're just going to keep like, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Or people will just stop living in these places. I don't know.
Oh, well, it's just because so many people come to Boston and want to live there, especially where I live, Southie. That's just where that's the town that everybody wants to live in now.
I know. It's just nobody's hiring. There's not a lot of jobs out there or whatever.
And so if you raise the rent on someone and they're like, we're not paying that, they're like, well, we can get someone pretty easily to cover that. So a lot of kids graduating college are just moving there.
Which is shocking because the job market is such crap right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised. They must be going there lined up with something. We make fun of broker's fees in Mulvahill for a bit.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's good. In Mulvahill, starring Nolan Donato and
Bob
Vance, which is a new short that is coming out soon.
July 19th.
It's premiering on July 19th. And where's it premiering, Andrew?
Sea Point, right in the heart of Southie. Sea Point Bar and Grill, Saturday, July 19th. Doors will open at 8 p.m. Movie will play at 9, and then we'll have a lot of great raffles.
Yeah. Oh, a lot of great raffles.
A lot of great raffles.
What are the lot of great raffles? Can you tell me some of the things you're raffling off?
Sure. Actually, we went to...
don't you love like doing a little Anchorman style?
Yeah.
Like, please,
absolutely.
Continue.
What do we got for raffles? So,
tell me, go.
We got a lot of merch from Southie Bar. So we got hats and stuff. We got some gift cards. We got Sweat House. That is a new spa in Southie. We got 2 free sessions. That's a very popular place in Southie. So they have...
what do they do?
The ice baths, the hot tubs, the saunas, the steam. Yeah. And we'll just say we got Patriots tickets.
That's sick.
Yeah,
Patriots tickets.
Patriots tickets.
Yeah, it'll be fun. So the cool thing, and part of the reason I wanted to have you on, I've had a lot of people on. This is premiering the week of July 19th, so on that Monday, right before everything goes live. And I'll be there. Come say hi. If you're a filmmaker, you should definitely come support another filmmaker. And
if you're not a filmmaker, you should just come.
Yeah, sure. You definitely should swing by and see a movie that was made by a local guy about local people and a local story. Do you want to talk about the making of? Do you want to talk about the event itself? Like, what do you want to get into? I think it's crazy. Hold up this paper. Tell me about this paper.
Big shout out to Boston City Paper. They are local paper.
Look, it's a full-page fucking ad.
Full-page ad, yeah.
Now, did you inquire? I mean, I'm sure you were very appreciative. They did this for you for free, no?
For free, yeah. And they got they also, their July 4th edition that just came out. They have that. They printed a new one because this QR code, I got scammed. That QR code does not work. QRFi.com. They say, hey, make a free QR code if you want. It was the first thing I found. I made a free QR code that linked to the website.
Sure.
And then a week later, they said, hey, your QR code expired. It's $60 to reactivate it.
Now it's going to link to their website.
Yeah, pretty much. And now I'm like, oh, I was too petty to buy a new one. So I went on Adobe, made a new QR code, and then
I think it's great. I really do. And I'm
full page, yeah.
How did you get them to do a full page ad for you for free? Are you like some giant filmmaker guy who's super famous and they just were like, "Oh, please." Like
no, I made a phone call.
You did?
I made a phone call. Looked at the paper on the front. They said the phone number right at the top left corner. It's not here. It's in the front. Well, we moved some of the pages around, but
sure.
they did have the number on there. I made a phone call.
What did you say to these nice people for putting this? Like, how did the phone call go? I'm dead serious. How did this like happen?
The owner of the paper answered the phone. I said, "Hey, I'm a local filmmaker in South Boston right now. We're making a movie about Southie, a crime comedy. We're looking to advertise in different places. I was wondering if you'd be able to put it in the paper." And he said, "Yeah, I'll do that." Send him the full page advertisement, and he put it in. He put it in with the ads, and then they also have some other writers for the paper that want to come by and talk about the movie, possibly review it. So they might be there at the premiere.
Might.
I think they are.
I would call to confirm. Make sure you have press there. That'd be awesome.
Oh, we'll have press there. We'll have press there.
Yeah, something tells me this is going to be like a very large event. I think something tells me it's going to be larger than you anticipate.
It might be. It's because I've been doing a lot of press myself for this.
Explain. What kind of other press have you?
I've been pushing this premiere since we finished making the movie. I'm like, oh yeah, we're going to premiere it, and then the main actor Bob got involved. He made cards.
Yeah, those
little business
sick.
Cards, and so I've been pinning these up around Southie just on telephone poles, and now we're gonna make flyers and put them up in different businesses. I've been there's a Instagram account called Caught with Southie. They just wrote an article about it, and they have a decent following, so they're gonna be posting that soon. And then I've just been spamming it all over Instagram and TikTok, and anyone that will read it. Essentially, I keep putting up advertising. We made a trailer for the movie, got a decent. I think got like almost 300 on YouTube, but it blew up on TikTok.
Yeah, how many views?
Over 50,000 views.
Oh my god!
2,600 likes, almost 400 saves. As you were talking about the
saves are crazy,
right? I don't know.
Who saves a trailer for later?
I'm hoping they saved it for the details. Maybe they're coming by.
Yeah, that'd be good. I like that. That's awesome.
Yeah, but it was very specific hashtags, very like Southie, South Boston. Boston filmmaking, shot in Boston. So I actually went to Layla's, that's a bar in Southie, to get merch, seeing if they donate merch for one of the raffles. And the manager, when he came by to give me some of the merch, I was showing him the trailer. He's like, "Oh, I actually saw this on my For You page." So it's definitely in the local area. It got circulated.
Yeah, I feel like a lot more people should be doing this stuff. I feel like there's like this, all right. So and let's talk about filmmaking in general, if you want. We can, obviously have a portray to the or pertain to this, I should say. My biggest gripe, because I feel like I don't want to say that I bitch a lot about the film industry, because I don't feel like I do. I feel like I love making movies, and I feel like a lot of people love the idea of being a famous Hollywood director person.
Yeah,
and I just feel like, yeah, but do you actually like? Let me ask you this, right? So, how do you feel about in any other? Forget filmmaking for 1 second, right? How do you feel about like BlackRock owning everything?
Not a fan,
right? How do you feel about Walmart being like getting rid of local stores and everything else?
Oh, I love Walmart.
But the fact that like other people can't start businesses on their own.
Yeah, I guess that's a negative.
What about Amazon? Same deal.
Yeah, right? I don't like Amazon as much.
Right. Okay, but then when we go to film, everybody's like, I hate big corporate. I hate corporation, everything. I would love to work for Disney. I would love to work for Warner Brothers. Why?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I don't
like this is my point. So you're not wrong. I'm not trying. It's not like a gotcha, set you up thing. I'm not trying to be like that. I'm serious though. Like we bitch and complain that, you know, we have no money and we're artists and we're trying to do stuff and we're upset when like Warner Brothers isn't making anything or the writer's strike or the director's strike.
Right.
And then you do something like this and it's like, oh, you can do it on your own.
Yeah, 100%. You got a good. I had a good team with me, but yeah, that helps.
Well, no, of course. This is not about the making of like that. I'm saying like every filmmaker should be doing this in their local area.
For sure.
But they don't. When was the last time on your For You page you saw another local Boston filmmaker making a short and advertising it for the public to go watch? And wouldn't you go watch if they did that?
Yeah, I mean,
like if you had time, like obviously if you had like a family thing, whatever.
I'm saying if you're available, yeah,
sure.
But yeah, people should get babysitters if they're going to come to this. I think they should all come.
Yeah, don't bring your kids.
But you can bring your kids if you want. But
not to this one.
Not to this one. Yeah, I don't know.
It's an adult thing.
It's a heavy movie, but
funny but heavy. Go ahead.
Yeah, but yeah, no. I mean, when it comes to For You page, I guess I see a lot of sketches and stuff, like Boston sketches, but that's not really. They're not premiering that anywhere. It's not a.
Sure, I'm talking about
like an actual short film or something.
Like go come to a premiere or.
Yeah, we were trying to make this as a Southie event. Get everybody. I know a lot of locals, older locals who are coming just for fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a Southie movie in Southie. We got prizes, cash bar. It's something different to do on a Saturday, I think.
Yeah. Well, this is my point too, because a lot of people just don't focus on what to do with the movie after they make it. They always focus on the next project.
Right.
You know, oh, we got this, but donate to this. Donate to that. We're going to be making this movie. And then you donate, and then people are like, well, I donate. Where's the movie? When do I get to watch? Where can people watch this movie?
Right. I mean, I'm trying to milk Mulvahill for a couple of years now.
Sure. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like a lot of, and no one in particular, I'm not naming names or shitting on anybody. I'm saying, generally speaking, this is the culture. Is it not?
Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen a lot of premieres. Sometimes, I think I've seen some people premiere, I think a few years ago. Yeah, I went to a premiere a few years ago for a short film, but yeah, it's not often, but I guess a lot of it goes into the festival route, so they have weird rules. Like I think, Mulvahill could be blocked from premieres now because it played in person, I guess. I think they have, festivals have weird rules, I guess. But I don't care if I get blocked from festivals. I just want to premiere it in Southie. That's the fun part.
Yeah, I don't even care about festivals anymore. They don't do anything, and there's never anybody there of any significance except other filmmakers.
I think that's that might be an opinion that's starting to spread. I think a lot of people are trying to do other things with the movies.
Because here's the thing, right? I feel like this kind of goes back to the rent, brokers' fees, and everything else we were just talking about. And it really is all interconnected because this is one of those industries where it costs a shitload of money, and you don't normally make back the money that you spent initially to make the movie.
Right.
Across the board. So there's a lot of complaining about I can't afford this, I can't afford that, like that kind of stuff. But we have these people that are making movies, and they're asking for money to raise money for the movie, and then they don't do anything with the movie afterward. And I feel like more people should be doing this.
I think so.
Or stuff like this.
I mean, I'm having a ton of fun doing this. I mean,
how could you not? This is going to be the biggest party in Southie.
We got a lot of people coming.
It's going to be sick.
I'm going to have an entourage. My roommates.
I think it'll be great. Like, why not? And even if it's not like, see, this is the thing. Like you said before, when I say you want to be a big famous Hollywood director, you go, me, right? If you could support yourself and, pay your bills and make enough money to live happily and do all of that through the medium of making films, if that was like your full-time job.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
Would you trade that to have paparazzi up your ass and people writing articles about you? Well, Andrew from Big Red earlier today was seen outside a local, whatever, like that kind of stuff. That's what comes with fame. It's like the dark side of everything. You have a publicist who's telling you everything you can and can't say and can and can't wear and places you can and can't go. Like, I don't want that. I want to be me. I didn't get into this for fame, and I'm not accusing you or throwing anything at you. I got into this because I like making fucking movies. Like, I want to make 100%. Fun movies.
I guess if I chose the first option, I would hope that people would be watching the movies.
Well, I mean, if you could support yourself. I don't think you could support yourself. Where's the money come from?
Exactly.
You have to have people watch.
I thought it was a hypothetical.
No, I'm being serious. It's like if you could have either option. One is like for the rest of your life, you can make whatever movies you want. Nobody can tell you no.
Oh, yeah.
Some of them will win, some of them will lose, whatever. But you can just be an artist and you can go out there and make your funny stuff or your serious stuff or whatever you want to make, and you'll be able to support yourself. Or fame, and everything else that comes with it.
Give me the movies.
Right?
Yeah.
I think this is
if you said I could make any movie I want.
Well, that's where you're at right now. Why couldn't you make any movie you want?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I'm asking.
Hard to make a Western here.
You couldn't drive out to like the Berkshires or something and find a field?
Now we need the desert. Got to be a Southwest Western.
But even still, though, like regardless of the genres that are difficult, if you could make any movie you want, and if you were smart with your money, not accusing you, but I'm saying if a filmmaker is smart with his money, who saved up to then drive out somewhere, Leominster area, I don't know, somewhere out there and find something that looks kind of deserty, you couldn't make it happen?
No, we could make it happen. Civil War movie would be tough. Battle scenes.
You think?
I think if I needed like 20,000 extras.
I don't know. See, to me, it's like the thing that gets difficult for me, like when people, like when it starts to be like, oh boy, I don't know if we could do that, or like how much is that going to cost? Anything where it's like in space, you know what I mean? Anything where the story is like Avatar. I don't want to make that movie anyway.
No,
but I'm saying like that's the level for me where I'm like, fuck, how are we going to do this? How are we going to pull this off? Fucking Western. But come on.
I guess that could be pretty easy.
You need a field. You need a field and a shack.
Get a horse.
Yeah. You need
horse
some
would be the
frilly
toughest part.
outfits and some cowboy hats.
Okay, that's pretty simple.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's
there are workarounds.
It's really not. There's always a workaround. You can cheat it with the shots and the way you film stuff and everything and whatever. You shoot during the summertime. It's not that crazy to me.
No, I guess not. No, yeah.
Right? But if it was like Avatar and you need to build a whole world out, or like Harry Potter, it can be kind of difficult.
Yeah.
A little difficult.
I don't think I have any ideas involving that yet.
Right. No, exactly. This is my point. So like if you're making, and then like as your career continues, Mulvahill is fantastic, very well done. That to me, if you could make movies like that, or feature length movies like that, I'm saying.
Yeah, if I can make a feature that's like, doesn't have to be super high budget. If it's just a fun story in the city, crime and funny stuff, that's kind of what I like the most.
I just feel like, generally speaking, we as filmmakers need to think on a larger level. For individual filmmakers, need to think bigger, and then we also need to like realize that Hollywood doesn't necessarily mean bigger. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It just means more money.
I think so, yeah.
So, like, if you were in any other industry, pick an industry, literally say anything.
Music.
SoundCloud, Spotify. There's tons of ways to get your music out there. YouTube, all these other different things.
I think it's just the bigger studio systems kind of have that guarantee of pushing it out there for people to see, and better they can.
Well, as long as you do it as long as you play by their rules.
That too, yeah.
As long as you do what they ask you to do, then they'll push it out.
Change the entire movie for them.
I was watching Tim Dillon recently, and I keep bringing him up because I was watching him this morning. It's just a guy behind a desk.
Yeah.
It's just a dude.
He's got a huge following.
Yeah.
Well, there used to be companies that were more open to giving like unlimited budgets for whatever the director wanted. United Artists, I think they would give a director anything they wanted. They were following the director is right approach until you heard of the Heaven's Gate fiasco. That's by the guy that made the Deer Hunter. I think it was Michael Cimino or whatever his name is. He made the Deer Hunter, so he had a blank check to do whatever he wanted. So he wanted to do Heaven's Gate, this movie, and it took years. No, same title though.
Interesting.
But
what was it about?
I think it's a Western kind of. It's about how the government is. I think they make a kill list for a bunch of people in this one town, and they're kind of sanctioning these killings, and then Chris Christopherson's trying to stop it. They re-edited the movie, so it's okay, but it took a long time to make. They went millions and millions of dollars over budget, and it made like $80 at the box office. It was pretty bad. So that company went defunct after.
Well, and I feel like this is why I'm not saying me specifically, but someone in my position, like a good producer, is necessary
to be able to say no at some points.
Yeah, like obviously communication is key, and you got to make sure that you're being nice to everybody, I guess. But to an extent, like you got to be the guy who's like, hey, what the hell is this? What are we doing?
This sucks,
here?
Dude.
This sucks, and we're making a movie and this sucks.
Yeah.
And we're going over budget or we're going over time or whatever else. If you're the type of filmmaker who can't take criticism from the person who you hire to be the criticizer, organizer, whatever it is, you're just never going to be successful. I don't know. I just feel like, it's a very personal thing, making movies. I don't know where I'm going with this. We could talk about something else, but.
Oh, no, I mean, I agree with you. Taking criticism is huge. I mean, the first cut of Mulvahill sucked, I think. Got a lot of criticism by a lot of people. Ended up fixing it over the course of like 5 edits.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good to fix it. It's good to make it right,
Yeah.
But also, I think it'll help with you with in the future when you're shooting. Like, you want to make sure that you're
I know. Like
conveying the right things.
Because, obviously the car is cool. It's from the 80s. I don't need to film it for 20 seconds going down the alley.
Right. Well, you could film it just to have.
That's what we did, but I ended up putting that in the movie, and someone was just like, do you need that?
Right. It's just literally 20 extra seconds.
Can we just get to the next scene where that's where the conflict actually starts?
Well, sure. I feel like this is why I need to have an editor on. So if you're an editor out there, I'm going to say it. I've said it like
Me too. Yeah.
7 different episodes. If you're an editor, please, because I'm an editor, so I like to pick the brains of other editors. But I think that like shooting with intentionality absolutely matters. Like if you're a director going into a film and you just have no concept of the way that you...
Oh, you need to know how it's going to turn out.
Sure. Well, because if you just hire like a random cinematographer who, has made stuff before, but they don't really have any sort of direction from the director, they're going to shoot it the way they think it should be shot. And then you end up in the editing room with a whole bunch of footage that like... Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, but you were so focused on the actors that whatever.
Now the scene doesn't make sense.
Right. Yeah. No, I don't know. I love it. I think what you're doing is good stuff. What else you got? What else are we doing for this thing? You TikTok and Instagram, you're going to push it everywhere.
Pushing reels out, pushing articles out, the Cotton Southie. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to find every avenue basically to push it.
I think it's great. And I think way more people need to do that. And it never hurts to ask. I mean, how much pushback did you? You made a bunch of phone calls because you called the paper.
Yeah,
you had to set up the premiere. How did you know the people at Sea Point? I
had to go down there a couple of different times to finally get a manager and basically say, hey, can I rent out the top floor? They had a calendar, they have a book, and they do events upstairs. So they have weddings, anniversaries, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
All I had to do was just put a down payment down and get the deposit, and then locked it in. So I have the whole room to myself, but they'll set up the chairs, which would be nice. They'll have a bartender up there. Mm-hmm. So cash bar. Ooh. Bring a lot of cash.
Ooh.
But,
go ahead. Not a big drinker, but go ahead.
I mean, they'll have other stuff.
Sure. I'm sure. I'm just saying, I was like all excited about the booze. I'm like, I didn't really drink.
Cash bar, raffles. Yeah. Who don't even care about the movie. Look at the raffles and the cash bar. It's going to be a great time.
Don't care about the movie. The movie's great. Don't be so modest. The movie's great. It's great.
But when do you get to dress up in suits and walk a red carpet on a Saturday night in Boston?
That's true. Not often. Doing red carpet?
I'll probably get like the cheap one.
You should. On Amazon, they're cheap.
I've done it in the past too, and they rip apart as soon as I walk on them.
Well, get one that doesn't rip. What do you mean?
I get the construction paper one. I just tape it to the stairs and then
spend a little money.
Yeah, I'm spending a lot of money already on other things. I'm trying to red carpet.
It is definitely a little bit of a gamble because like you have, you've spent a lot of money on the premiere. You hope people show up. I'm sure they will.
We got. I think we'll get a decent amount. I made a Partiful app. You know what Partiful is?
No.
It's like Eventbrite. It's an app. But you just click yes or no, maybe, that if you're going.
Sure.
And then it sends them reminders. But I put it on my Instagram and like so far 30 people have responded.
Yeah.
I'm like, better be more than 30, but then I'm talking to other people like, oh yeah, I'll be there.
Right, I'll be there. I don't know about this part of
most people just didn't click the link on Instagram, and which is fine. But I'll be spamming my Instagram. They'll see it. They'll know.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be spamming Southie. I'm going to put up a lot of flyers.
Yeah, you should.
Run telephone poles and bars and stuff like that.
You should.
Barbershops.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. You should hit a couple of places. Like you live in Southie. So yeah, Southie. That's good.
Maybe the North End. Maybe I'll go to the North End.
You should hit all of Boston. Why not?
Yeah. Because it's such a big city.
Anywhere you see a flyer, you should just staple your flyer over it. How many flyers are you getting?
I don't know. I might just go to the library in Southie and just print like 200 copies.
Something about this whole thing is so cool to me.
It's just fun. Yeah, it's more fun than like the. It's just the anticipation of it, building up to it and advertising it.
Sure, but like I just feel like a lot of people, it's unfortunate, but it's true. I feel like a lot of people just don't do this type of stuff.
I want it to be like a mini Boston cultural thing.
Yeah, I love that.
I want it to make a little splash.
That's cool. I'm very excited for this little thing that I've already seen the movie. I'm very excited for the event.
Now it's the event itself. Yeah. It's going to be different on a bigger screen.
Yeah, why not? Speaking of, did you end up getting your projector and screen?
No, got to get that.
Oh my God.
My neighbor has a projector, and I think that's what we used for the last premiere. So we'll check that out.
Yeah. Nice speakers.
And he has
Bluetooth speakers.
Bluetooth speakers, and then I think I'm going to upgrade the screen. I think I might go 180 inches. I think that'll be with C stands and everything.
Whoa.
Yeah. Make it a theater experience. It's got a big room.
Big doings.
Big movie.
Yeah. The biggest film.
It's huge. A lot of people have been watching it. They've been saying, wow, this is a great movie.
Yeah. Wow, this is a great film.
I saw it yesterday. It was awesome.
Yep. That's awesome. I think I'm very excited for you.
Should we play the memorial?
Yeah. The memorial. We could. I love how I say we as if I'm now involved in this. You could. Oh, did you? I was telling you should
hit up some other people for trailers. No, I haven't yet. I should do that.
You should do that, dude. Why not? Play the trailers and then say, I'll play it as long as you come and bring some people. And
yeah, I got to figure out who I want to hit up for that. But I'm sure I'll
reach out to some random people. I just went to last week. I went to a premiere of a short, and they played a trailer for a feature, and they played 3 other shorts. It was like a horror film. Mm-hmm. And so they played 3 other like horror thriller kind of movies at the same time. And so everybody who was there had worked on the films. I went because I was invited, and I thought all the films were fantastic. They did one. This is why when you mentioned Heaven's Gate, they did one that was like a cult movie kind of thing.
Heaven's Gate's still there's still one guy running the website.
Really?
Yeah, one guy stayed back because they're like, you need to run the website. He's probably like, all right, yeah, deal. And the website still sucks. Yeah, it still has that 90s font, but he still replies to emails and stuff.
Wow. You would think that the government would have shut that down after the
You'd think so, but I don't know.
That's
freedom of speech.
Amen.
I wonder if we can get an ad on the website.
That would be funny.
A Mulvahill on the Heaven's Gate website?
How many people are going to the Heaven's Gate website? And by the way, do you want those people at the premiere? That's the question. Passing out drinks.
I'm really just trying. Yeah. I'll make sure. I'll give them a name tag that says like Heaven's Gate. Just so we know.
That's funny.
But hey, good stuff. A filled seat's a filled seat.
Well, no, it's good. I think it's very impressive that, especially if everything goes over well, which I'm assuming it will. But like, it's not just making a splash. Like now people will know you.
Yeah. It's definitely, trying to build my, brand a little there. You
should.
Yeah, obviously.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to get Big Red off the ground a little more. Obviously, it's, obviously I want the movie to be successful, but I do want other people there to be like, okay, now I know this guy. Let's, I can work with him on these projects.
Especially if the movie's good, which I think it is, but I'm saying like if the movie is received well, if there's a good reception.
Yeah, maybe we can make the feature.
Make the feature or make the next story that you have coming up or whatever, and then maybe the next one is in, a actual movie theater or whatever, as opposed to just the
Paramount Theater right near Emerson.
Yeah,
that'd be huge.
Yeah,
I've never actually been in the movie theater.
No, I think it's great. There's a lot of cool stuff. What else? Go ahead, give me something. You throw something at me. What's something you want to talk about we haven't talked about yet? What question are you waiting for me to ask you that I haven't asked you? Because I don't know where to go.
The memorial. That was a sketch that did pretty well, and we filmed it pretty quickly.
How did that do? How did that end up doing?
It's got got thousands of views on Instagram and TikTok and stuff like that. It's like 700 views on YouTube, but YouTube's kind of like the least amount of views I get now. It's always it's more social medias. Oh, I thought that was a fun sketch shoot that we did.
I think so too.
Very easy to film.
Yeah, I want to do more acting stuff. I'd like to act in an actual film. I think that would be,
The memorial wasn't?
Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. I like that. No, it was a sketch.
That was definitely a sketch. Yeah, it was about my friend being a January 6th.
And I'll act in sketches too. But I want to act in something that's like more like Mulvahill style.
Right.
Does that make sense?
We can make that happen.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll have to write something else now.
Yeah, write something because I'll be in it. I also have some stuff in development right now for next year.
We can make the future of Mulvahill. You can be young Charlie.
Yeah, no, that's too much pressure. I'll do. Yeah, no, that's too much. I don't know what I want to. I don't want to be young Charlie.
You'd have to do a thick Southie accent, thick 70s
which is not
Southie accent.
Yeah, it's not really my.
It's a fine line, Boston accents. 'Cause I know a lot of people can.
Dude, how many movies? That's a great topic. How crazy is it that the Boston accent? It always ends up sounding like New York or just someone who's like
making fun of the Boston accent.
No, in movies like there's some really
that's what it sounds
crappy
like.
Boston accents. Like
I mean, I don't ever try to do it because I don't think I could do it correctly.
Sure.
You know when people are imitating it versus actually doing it.
Yeah, well, like what's it called? Black Mass with Johnny Depp.
Yeah,
dude. The wife in that. Who plays the wife in that? I feel bad like talking shit.
I don't remember.
But there's one where she's sitting there and she looks at Johnny Depp and she goes, "You motherfucker." It's just like, what the fuck are you saying?
Do another take?
Yeah, they didn't. That was the one that made the film, apparently.
I like when they just don't try to do the Boston accent in the movie.
Yeah. I feel like because of like gentrification and everything, like
I barely hear the Boston accent anymore.
Ever, dude.
I hear it. I see there's some locals that still have it clearly, but
yeah.
I mean, most people there just move to South. I do run into people who fake the Boston accent.
That's annoying.
And I'm like, you're from Western Mass. What are you doing?
Yeah, why are you talking like that?
They're like, dude, I'm from fucking Boston. I'm like, no, you're from
actually
Holyoke.
Right. Yeah.
you're
from
very
Lemonster.
far away.
Right.
And I talked to you 2 years ago. You didn't have this accent.
I feel like because of the internet, that's like a thing that's happening everywhere. I don't know if you've
accents
heard about
are
this.
going.
They're disappearing because
yeah.
all of their
everyone's under the same because you're watching stuff made in California all the time or listening to podcasts made in Arizona. It all just blends together.
Right. Yeah.
Do you think in a few years we'll all have one unique accent?
I think that would be so sad.
The American accent.
I think that would be so sad.
I was in Houston not too long ago and Dallas. Barely any Southern accents. But in West Virginia, there's a ton of accents. More in the mountains.
Yeah. That's interesting. Where were you where there was no accents?
Houston and Dallas.
Yeah, those are like big cities.
Those are big cities, and a lot of people move there.
You drive out to, I went to finance school training in Dallas, and they had a lot of people there from Texas, and there was one kid who was there from, what was the name? Where was he from? Lubbock.
Yeah, that'll be. You'll get some.
When we were all there, we're all talking or whatever, and he was like, "Well," I was like, "Oh my god!" It was legit. Very nice guy. Still friends with him on Facebook. Nice
accents
nice
are real outside of the big cities. You'll find more.
Smaller communities.
You'll find more Boston accents on like the South Shore and the North Shore. People who moved out years ago.
Right.
But a lot of people who were born with those accents. A lot of people can't afford to live in Southie or just in Boston in general after a certain point.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's very true. No, I think it's great. I'm very excited for you doing this stuff. What else is going on? You got to give me something that's like an incendiary topic to get me to yell and scream like I normally do.
Oh, okay.
Get me pissed about something.
Okay, yeah, we don't even have to talk about Mulvahill. We can go back.
We can talk about Mulvahill if you'd like, but what do you want to talk about?
But what about the real estate aspect of it? Did you do work in real estate?
Real estate? No, I did construction and renovation.
Okay, that's different. But no, I was doing Mulvahill.
I've worked for realtors, like doing video stuff. And
realtors are great. But I guess I was making this movie because I got frustrated when they jacked my rent up from like hundreds of dollars. And I was just like, oh, okay, now I need to make something about I needed something to do with real estate for a movie.
That's very interesting because if you watch Mulvahill, that seems to be a subplot, if you will.
Yeah. It's really not the main aspect of
It's not, but it's a catalyst. I can see how it's a catalyst.
Yeah, definitely. The catalyst is a good word, but the Boston real estate market's it's crazy right now. I don't think I've seen anything under like 1,300 for some places.
But 1,300, what are you getting for 1,300? A closet?
Yeah, but part of with like 5 other bedrooms you got to share it with too.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Isn't that fucking insane?
It's everybody wants to live there now.
That's one thing that because I spent most of I right out of high school, I got a job and just worked, and I never experienced I've never lived with 6 other people that are all renting the same place. Yeah, I've never done that. I've always had like my own place, maybe one other person. Whatever.
It is fun though, living with all your boys.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like that would be cool. I would if I was a multi-billionaire, right? I would buy a large patch of land and make a big filmmaking compound.
Sweet, that would be sick.
You know what I'm saying? Like I would make like it would just be huge buildings where people could live, and then like you wake up in the morning, you come downstairs, you make movies and stuff all day. You know what I mean?
I like that. Yeah,
it'd be sick.
Like
why not?
Isn't that how they filmed like TV shows in the 70s? They just had all the sets ready to go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, that'd be sick.
I would do that, and then you know at the end of the day, you go upstairs and go to bed or whatever. I don't know. I don't want to do anything else. I feel like a crazy person sometimes because I talk to a lot of filmmakers who are like, yeah, well, you know, I'm trying to get on the next job, or I'm doing this, or I'm doing that, and I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Like, let's
make
go.
it.
I just
make it happen.
I just want to make movies. Like, it's not that deep. Like, it's really not. I just like making movies. That's all I like.
Or podcasting.
Yeah, but I enjoy it. But this is like on a real level. This is like an excuse to use cameras and then edit something and then whatever else. And I'm a talker. I'm not a writer. That's really what it is. If I could, I can do it. I should start doing it. But like, this is my blog.
Yeah, no, that's actually a great way to look at it. Yeah,
instead of like writing articles, I just talk in front of a camera.
Yeah, I think that'd be way easier. Writing's a pain in the ass. So
for some people, let me tell you though, I will say there are a lot of people who will sit in that seat. Not necessarily on this show, but there are a lot of people who will sit and they go, "Sorry, I'm nervous. And you're like, what the? It's just talk to me. It's just because there's a thing in front of your face. You know what I mean? Like it's not that.
I kind of forgot about the cameras, to be honest.
Yeah, sure. But like, and that's the way I have it set up. Like,
yeah, the lights are blinding.
Yeah, they should be. Like I don't want you to focus over there. I want you to focus right here and just have a conversation. But like I've done shows by myself where I just sit and talk, you know, to the camera. You know, when Josh is here, I talk to him. And it literally is just a blog. Like it's an article.
Yeah, I think it takes time to get into it. Or like at first sitting down and you get into the podcast, you're like, all right, maybe I got to think about what I'm going to say. But then it starts to snowball and then you start rolling into it. You're having a good time with it.
I think it was 4th grade, maybe 5th grade. Like schools, like elementary school, they put on like little productions. The parents show up and watch, right? So he's put on little plays and everything. And one of I forget what the play was about. Maybe it had to do with like American history or something. I don't know. But one of the scenes in the play was this game show. And the drama teacher looked at me and goes, "You're going to play the game show host." Like that seems
like a good role for you.
I loved it. I like making people laugh, both on an individual level and, you know, whatever. And I don't mind looking a little goofy sometimes. And I got up there and I had like a long, tall, skinny mic, and I'm pretty sure my dad made the top of the mic out of like tinfoil. He just crumpled.
You had to make the prompts?
Oh yeah, dude.
School couldn't provide this?
No, I went to Salvation Army, got a suit jacket that was too big for me. Then I had a T-shirt and I wore a tie with the T-shirt.
That's a common thing. People still do that. That's a
tie around my neck with a T-shirt on and a suit jacket, which I thought was very funny. But I was like 10, you know, and I was on stage and I'm going around and I was like, there might as well be cameras here. I am a game show host. Like I'm not acting, you know? And
your method.
I was very method. I could have hosted Family Feud. I mean, it was fantastic.
I can see a game show host in the future. That could be in the cards for you.
Yeah, I would do it. But see, that's the thing is like, there's not a lot of stuff that I wouldn't do. Like I would be like, yeah, I'd love to be, as long as it's entertainment related.
Yeah, no, I mean I couldn't.
You know, like I would love to do an acting job. I like directing. I love producing. I love talking about making movies or whatever. It's just this is my whole life, and it's kind of. I feel like to me it sounds very boring. You know, like to me it's like I don't know. I don't have when I was talking about the people that like let themselves go.
Yeah, bores you.
That's boring to me.
Letting yourself go?
They were there. No, but like they were there.
I think that's kind of funny.
They talk about how much they hate their fucking jobs and they're like adulting and they get together and they have their little children. I'm like, okay, what are you doing here? Like, it's boring. It's boring. What are we doing? It was so dumb. I'm like, I would so much rather be in a.
You got to find your niche. Some people just don't find their niche.
I know, and people who like there are definitely people out there who like their work or whatever it is, but like. It was just, like I was like, I'd rather go do a podcast right now.
Like, it's the easiest thing. Yeah, just sit down and just shoot the shit. I'd rather
talk to someone cool and like about something cool like that they did. Or I'm very into learning, which is interesting because I fucking hate school. Like, I hated school.
You hate the way education is done nowadays.
Yeah, I had a teacher once in. This is like boring for you. We can talk about something else.
No, okay. We're gonna talk about the education system in America.
Well, I don't want to go so deep with it, but like I was never good at like test taking.
Me either. No.
And to the extent that I just would like totally give up. I would like draw Christmas trees on a Scantron.
I did when it came to what was it? Calculus. Pre-calc. I did horribly pre-calc. Almost failed the class. I put like question marks in the answer boxes.
Yeah, like ridiculous.
I was just running out the clock.
Yeah.
Taking the test.
Yeah. And so I turned in this test once, and this teacher, this was like 11th grade, I think, and this teacher was like, all right, I'm not even going to look at the test because I know you didn't really do it. She kept me after class for like 10 minutes, sat me down and asked me the questions verbally and like had a conversation with me. I got every single answer right.
Really?
Yeah.
It's just, some
horrible test anxiety.
Well, I guess no, I'm just bad at math because I took, I was bad at math from freshman year of high school to college when I had to take math classes. My freshman year, I was in algebra, and we had a very difficult test. I remember right before Thanksgiving, I was staying after school, right before Thanksgiving break, and I knew I bombed the test. So I went into the teacher's classroom, and I talked to him, and I was just like, hey, how did everyone do on the test? He's like, not great. And then I was kind of looking at him like, did I get the worst grade on the test? And he put his hand on my shoulder, and he's like, yeah, I think you did.
Wow.
I got like a 14 out of 100 on it.
Oh, yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I've been there.
I don't know how I passed the class.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't know. I think YouTube has been very beneficial for my learning because I consume stuff auditorily and like visually.
I think I'd be better at math today in school. I think cheating's a lot easier.
Well, math I sucked at until I got out of school and I realized that if you put a dollar sign in front of stuff, then I care.
that's a good way to look at it. Yeah.
I was like, oh, like this matters to me.
You have to apply it to things that you like.
Right. Well, they didn't. They just said, this is important.
2 apples and, 4 bananas.
God knows I don't like apples. You know what I mean? I didn't give a shit how many oranges Johnny has.
I think it's a lot easier.
You can have them all,
I think it's a lot easier with ChatGPT nowadays.
Sure. Well, ChatGPT is good for like getting the result. Getting quickly to the result. But how did you get there is important as well. ChatGPT has been good for me. I've been, honestly, for like script breakdowns. And this I was going to say, with regard to why I do podcasting and all this other stuff too. If someone gives me a script, I've said this before, but if somebody gives me a script to read for like a feature, especially if they want me to produce something, I will count how many characters are in the script, get everybody who I know, whether they're in film or not, just so we can read it out loud together. That's how I read.
You do a table read?
Yeah, but like not with like a cast.
Yeah,
I'm saying like initially to read it, because if something doesn't make sense, I'll be like, all right, everybody stop. I'm gonna write this down. Okay, great. Okay, continue.
You just need another voice to hear it?
Yeah, because I can't read. I can read, like physically I can read, you know what I mean?
But it doesn't.
I don't retain anything. If you give me an 80-page script, I'm not going to, by the end of it, and you ask me what happened, I'm going to be like,
the script sucks, dude. We're not making it.
And it could be like the fucking next Jaws or something. I don't know, because I'm not a good like reader.
Yeah.
I
can be a good reader, but a lot of times I will not retain anything. I've been reading this book. I'm 100 pages in.
But I'll hear a song like once all the way through, and the next time I hear it, I'll hum along to it or sing to it or whatever. Like auditorily, it's rapid, like it just data transfer right to my brain.
Really? Yeah.
It's weird. Reading, zero comprehension.
It's just, you're different. You visual learner, auditory learner. I guess that's a thing for some people.
Isn't that weird?
No, I guess I can believe it. A lot of people learn in different ways.
Well, you grow up, if you're like that, I guess, and I'm sure other people felt this way.
Sure, it's harder in school, but yeah.
Dude, I grew up thinking I was an idiot.
That happens a lot.
I literally was like, well, I'll never be able to do anything with my life because I can't retain anything. And so you just give up really early, And then you realize that, like, no, if you listen to...
No, I grew up thinking the same thing, but I haven't proven otherwise.
Well, we're getting there. Maybe this event
will... Maybe this premiere or this will really solidify it. Be like, oh my God, he didn't bring the projector.
Please bring the projector.
All right, so 300 people gather around my MacBook.
Obviously, people are going to go to this thing.
Oh, yeah.
But what do you have? The event itself starts at 8 o'clock.
Yes, we'll open the doors at 8.
Right, and how much time do you have beforehand to get in there and do your setup, and because it's not a movie theater, it's an event venue, so you have to set everything up.
Couple hours. They'll set up the chairs and stuff like that, but I think I'll get there in like 5:30, and I think in terms of setup, we'll just have to set up a raffle table and then the projector on a stand and the screen.
That's sick.
So I don't think it should be too long.
Right.
Hopefully.
Right. Oh, it's great.
Because I'm gonna have to set up wearing a suit, so I hope it's not too intensive.
Sure. Well, if you need help or if you want somebody there a little earlier, just text me. I'm more than happy to come down.
Appreciate it. Get a whole entourage.
I think it'll be great. Mulvahill premieres July 19th at Sea Point in Southie.
In Southie, in the heart of Southie, Sea Point Bar and Grill, Saturday, July 19th.
Right. Doors open at 8 p.m. And they're going to start the movie at 9.
Mm-hmm. Cash bar, raffle prizes, a lot of
Patriot
great raffles.
Tickets. Are the Patriot tickets decent? Or are they in those bleeds?
Oh, yeah, they're great ones.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Playing right in August.
Only the best.
Only the best for Big Red Productions.
I love it. That's great. All right. Well, awesome. Hopefully I'll see all you there. Obviously, Andrew, we'll see you there.
I might go.
You maybe swing by.
I might back out.
It would be so funny
if I wasn't there.
if like you have lines of people, they walk in, there's no chairs, nothing. It's empty room. You just walk in, there's nothing there. I would die laughing.
Don't give me any ideas. Maybe I'll do that.
Right. You're downstairs. You wait till the last person goes upstairs. You open the doors, grab the cash box. You're out.
I scammed the entire guy. I scammed everyone. That might be. Oh man, I don't even care.
Right to the airport and to Italy you go.
That would be way funnier of a move. Yeah.
Someone would have to make a movie about that.
It's like that the art heist in Boston. Like was
there an art heist in Boston?
No, you've never heard of that?
No, tell me what happened.
It was like the biggest heist in history. They went into whatever.
Oh, that one that I knew all about. I'm just kidding. I never heard this. Go ahead.
It's famous. They went into some museum in the middle of the night, stole like a $20 million painting or something, and they never got caught. They don't know who did it, but they were able to access the building. They were super locked down. No alarms went off. Grabbed the painting and left, and without a trace.
Wow. How long ago was this?
It's like in the 80s or the 90s, I think.
That's why they couldn't find him. They couldn't do something like that today.
Well, wait until this premiere, because I might do the same thing.
There you go. Don't bring any $20 million paintings, folks.
Unless you want to.
First. Unless you want to bring them, then give them to Andrew.
This is like my Banksy.
I think it's so cool. I really do. And I'm dead serious. I feel like more filmmakers should be doing little things like this. And then that's how... Again, wouldn't it be sick to like make movies in Boston for the rest of your life and like
be great? I mean, Mulvahill took, friggin' forever. It's been a year in the making now. That's why I've been pumping out those sketches. The Memorial took a day to film and a couple of days to edit. And yeah, I've been doing a lot of sketches just in the meantime. And before and after the Mulvahill, basically just to put something out there.
Sure, yeah, you have to. You got to. That's why I do the show. I
got to put something out there. Yeah,
got to stay relevant, dude. And because it's just so easy to sit there and have no content coming out. You never post anything, and you just bitch about everything you see, and you're like, well, what are you doing?
It's like, yeah, I know.
Right?
Here's my sketch about my friend at January 6th.
Whatever comes to mind. It's all art, right? All the time. Well, if you've stuck around this long, you should subscribe and like this video and share it with your friends so that they can also go to the premiere of
Exactly. Sea Point, July 19th.
You should. Right. Doors open at 8 o'clock. Movie starts at 9. And but subscribe to this channel so that I can eventually get monetized and use all of that income for making movies and producing a whole bunch of more films and everything else.
Absolutely.
That's what I love to do.
Can we plug the trailer here?
Sure, by all means. You want to play the trailer here?
Yeah, you want to do it? It's a minute.
Let's play it right here.
It's a blessing your mother left that house to you. You raising a family in it would be fucking great.
I think I'm selling the place to developers.
Sean, no.
Don't worry, Charlie, okay? I'm gonna give you a percent.
It's not the money, Sean. It's the history. It's what that fucking house has been to. It's what's in it. I told you not to sell.
I thought it was because you love the house.
I do love the house. I just didn't tell you because I knew you'd get upset.
Fucking ain't right, I'd get upset.
So when are the developers coming?
2 days.
Oh, Sean, I guess you get two choices.
Shit.
What?
Maybe we just tell the police.
What are you, nuts?
Evening, sir. You know why I pulled you over?
It's because I got a dead body in the trunk?
What'd you think? Wasn't that great?
That was a trailer.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't the whole thing, thankfully, because there would be no point in going to Sea Point on Sea Point Bar and Grill.
Saturday, July 19th in the heart of Southie, Cash Barn Raffles.
That's right. Doors open 8 p.m. Movie starts at 9. Be there. Or be square.
Exactly.
Who likes square?
No.
Right? No.
Well, it's hip to be square.
It is hip to be square.
Huey Lewis.
In the news.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week on Monday, and this Saturday
close
coming
that one
up.
out better.
We'll see you on Monday. I had a great interview with an actor friend of mine who is dropping on Monday. But if you watch this and you're not there, because I'll know who saw this movie. I mean, I'll know who saw this video. I'll know who saw this podcast. And if you're not there at Sea Point at 8 o'clock, you're dead to me. That's it.
And to me.
Yeah. And that's big. Nobody wants to be dead to Andrew. I cut people off all the time. Great. Nick Williams Show is every Monday, 6 p.m. And we will see you next week. And we'll see you this weekend.
I'll see you all there.
Sea Point.
Bar and Grill, Southie.